Hey everybody, Gina DeLuca here again. Obviously, I have been painting already. I have quite the mess going on here, so I apologize for that. But it is what it is. Nobody has time to clean up between every painting. I don't, anyway. If you do, God bless you. All right. So we are working with all metallics again because I'm on a kick. So I have Artist Loft Metallic Blue, Artist Loft Lemon Yellow, Metallic Lemon Yellow, Metallic Orange, Metallic Purple, Metallic Leaf Green, and Metallic Red. I also have just plain black here. It's not metallic black, just regular old black. Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. These are mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint with with water added to get a warm honey consistency. I use a mix of 10% Floetrol, 90% water instead of just adding straight water. So let's get started. Today I'm going to do flip cups. So I have a 12 by 12 inch canvas here, and I'm going to do 2 of these little 3-ounce cups. 5 ounces is enough to cover this, but I'm going to do a little extra just so I can play around a bit. So let me put on some gloves and lay down a bit of a base coat here. I have switched from the cups to these giant push pins. I'm still not in love. It is very, very hard for me to get those push pins in. It requires a lot of arm strength, and I don't have that, unfortunately. Story time. I was, once upon a time, I was actually going to cosmetology school about 2 years ago. I've been a musician. I can't get this glove on because it's wet and inside out. So, I was a professional musician for 20 years, still am. However, the market has changed dramatically with the dawning of the interwebs. Nobody wants to buy CDs anymore. They just want to download it off of Spotify for free. We don't get paid much for that at all. You know, when the market crashed in 2008, the first people who took the hit, besides all the people who lost their life savings, was the entertainment industry, because no one had money to go out to the bars and see live music and buy CDs. And so I tried to keep up with the times and do all the things you're supposed to do, but it is just too hard now when the cost of living has gone up 4 times and you're getting paid the same or less than you did 20 years ago. So I decided to go to hair school. I was an apprentice barber when I was 17 before I moved to Texas and lost all my hours, and when I came back I became a musician. So was going to hair school and started getting a pain in my wrist. And then one day I was working on KNOLL curls, and it felt like there was a rubber band snapping in my elbow. Turns out that was tennis elbow. And I went to physical therapy, and she was very surprised to find out I was just a student. I don't think it was because of my age. I think it was because of the degree of how bad it was. And I took 6 months leave to try to get better. That's when I started painting, actually. I started doing watercolors. I found a watercolor set in the basement. It was old and some of it was dried, but I did it anyway because it was one of the few things that didn't hurt. I couldn't hold a book. Playing guitar hurt. I had to cancel all my gigs. It was actually kind of a depressing time. And so you get 6 months leave, medical leave, and then you have to come back or you have to drop out. So I said, I will go back and I will do what I can and hope that I'll be able to finish all of my requirements and I'll be able to heal up. And about 2 days before I was supposed to start school again, I herniated a disc in my back. And that was that. The universe told me that I was not supposed to be a hairstylist. And that's when my painting really took off. I posted, I think it was the second painting that I ever did, which was a Jimi Hendrix abstract. I posted that on Facebook and wound up with 9 commissioned paintings within the week. I'm just popping bubbles here. You know, the universe just keeps pushing me in a direction, and I was a hardhead and I didn't listen. I'm listening now. So now I am both a professional musician and artist, and I love it. I don't think there's anything else I'd rather be doing than these 2 things. So I have put a drop of the coconut milk hair serum in each color except black. And I'm going to give my cups a little squirt of the blaster silicone. Basically just to get it to release the paint easily. I don't want a lot of it. I'm even going to wipe some of it out. I just want a light coating, like if you're making brownies. You don't want it saturated, you just want a light coating to get it to release. Okay, so red, orange, yellow, one of the only greens I like, blue, and purple. And I will do the other side, the opposite, or the other cup. So, purple. blue, green, yellow, orange, and then red. And I'm gonna come in there and let me turn it that way. Come in there. I don't know if you can see, this is already lacing up over here. Let me do something with this cat hair. I have so many people asking me about resin. Do I work in resin? I can't. I will literally wind up picking 9 cat hairs out of this before I'm finished. I don't understand it. My cat should be bald. So I'm just gonna let this sit and settle for a second. You want your paints to settle. You don't want to use cups that are too big. So say this, you know, this needs 5 ounces. I have 6 ounces here, but if I were to use a 16-ounce cup and you only put 5 ounces in it, when you turn it upside down, all of your paints run down the side of the cup and they're already mixed before they hit your canvas, and that's why you wind up with mud. I very seldom get mud. And you know, if you've seen my videos, you know I will put every color of the rainbow in a cup with nothing in between, no white, and just dump it on the canvas in a straight pour, and the colors stay separated. I think it's when you overwork it that has a lot to do with it. I know a lot of people like to make an X in their dirty cups. Sometimes I do that. A lot of times I like it when I have a patch, like patches of color instead of just a whole bunch of random cells. I like it when there's a patch of purple that has the blue cells, or you know, over here it might be the red with yellow cells. Okay, I think we're ready. So I'm going to lift these up. So see how I have like a big patch of blue here and then a big patch of orange. I like that. I switch it up though. I'm not married to anything. Ain't no ring on my finger. Okay. Now we have to tilt some of this paint off because it's a lot of paint. So I'm just going to very slowly, slowly. You do not want to go too fast, or you run the risk of messing up your cells. This is a lot of paint. I'm going to wind up having to tilt some of this off for sure. It only requires 5 ounces and I did 6, so. I know, it hurts. It hurts to dump it off, to dump off those beautiful cells. But you must. You always want to bring your weight back to center before changing direction. I don't want to lose all of that red. Oh, come on, baby. I think I actually want to leave this one corner black. It's very unlike me. I don't think I can. I can't do it. It's going to drive me nuts. One corner, it feels uneven. It's messing with my OCD. But I don't want to mess with it. Let's see. Let's try. I can live with that. Okay. That's a lot of orange right there. I don't love that. I don't want to lose that red, but I don't like this. Let's see. Can we torch it and make something happen? At least that hair serum smells good when you torch it. Oh, I think I got interrupted during story time. So basically, I still don't have all of that strength back in my arm. And these push pins are really hard for me to get in. Someone on my group suggested using, you know, like the ceiling hooks, the ones that are like a question mark, and they screw in. And I'm like, that's brilliant, because if you have an issue with leveling, as I do at the moment, you could always unscrew it a little bit or screw it in a little bit more. If you notice that your paint is running off as it's drying, then you can adjust it. So I'm not loving what's happening here. I'm not getting the cells I want. Okay, I'm gonna have to tilt this off. I just don't like it. You gotta do what feels right. Okay, I think I like this better. It feels a little more homogeneous. A little funky over here. I'm not sure what's happening there. And I don't know that there's anything I can do with it without messing up the whole thing. Okay, here it is close up. I know you cannot really take full advantage of the shimmery metallics. It's really just not picking up on camera. But yeah, there she is. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I did. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Go make some art.